The crippling drought across multiple states, the alarming images tonight of Lake Mead at the Hoover Dam. It's part of the Colorado River system, the water supply for 40 million Americans. Our chief national correspondent, Matt Gutman, tonight at the Hoover Dam.
Hoover Dam is not failing because of one sudden disaster. It's failing because of a fatal flaw. A flaw that begins 300 miles upstream. Right now, one number matters more than anything else. 3,490 feet. That is the elevation where Glen Canyon Dam loses every turbine, stops generating power, and becomes something it was never designed to be. And tonight, Lake Powell is only tens of feet above that line, and falling. According to federal forecasts, Lake Powell is expected to drop to around 3,497 feet by the end of this year. That leaves just 7 feet between a functioning dam and a completely dead one. 7 feet between stability and collapse of power generation across the American West. And the water that's supposed to save it, the spring snowmelt, is arriving at just 1/3 of normal levels. But Glen Canyon Dam is not just a power plant. It's the gatekeeper of the entire system. Every drop of water that reaches Hoover Dam, that supplies Las Vegas, that irrigates farms feeding millions, all of it passes through Glen Canyon first. If that gate fails, everything downstream begins to break. Lake Powell is now sitting at roughly 25% capacity. The snowpack feeding it, just 64% of normal. The lowest since records began in 1986. This is not a bad year. This is a system under stress that is no longer recovering. Here's the detail most people are missing. If Lake Powell drops below 3,490 feet, the turbines shut down completely. And the only way to move water through the dam is through 4 steel bypass tubes, each one just 8 feet wide. These pipes were never designed to carry a river. They were emergency overflow systems, meant for short-term use, in a reservoir that was supposed to stay full. But now, they could become the only pathway for water to reach millions of people. And there's a problem. In 2023, engineers tested these tubes at low water levels. The result? Cavitation damage. Cavitation is a destructive force. When water pressure drops too low, tiny vapor bubbles form, then collapse violently against metal surfaces. It's like thousands of microscopic explosions, happening every second. It tears apart steel from the inside. The Bureau of Reclamation repaired the pipes in 2025, but admitted something critical. The fix will not prevent future damage. Let that sink in. The entire downstream water supply may soon depend on 4 pipes that engineers already know will fail under stress. Now follow the chain reaction. If Glen Canyon fails to generate power, revenue disappears, water flow becomes restricted, and everything downstream begins to feel the pressure. That includes Hoover Dam. Hoover Dam is already facing the same physics problem. As water levels drop, pressure inside its turbines decreases. That leads to cavitation, the same destructive force. At critical levels, 12 of its 17 turbines must shut down. Power production drops by over 80%. So now the situation looks like this. Upstream dam, 7 feet from shutdown. Backup system, damaged steel pipes. Downstream dam, losing turbine capacity. Water supply, declining rapidly. And the rescue? The snowpack? It's not coming. This isn't just a drought. It's a mega drought. One that has lasted more than 25 years. Tree ring data shows it may be the worst in 1,200 years, and nearly half of its severity has been linked to human-driven climate change. Here's the real issue. The Colorado River provides about 12 million acre-feet of water per year, but the system is designed to use 16.5 million. That's a deficit of over 4 million acre-feet every single year. This system was overpromised from the beginning, and now the math is catching up. 7 U.S. states depend on this river. So do dozens of tribal nations. So does agriculture that feeds millions. But no one can agree on who should take water cuts. Deadlines have been missed. Negotiations have failed. And now, the federal government may step in. If no agreement is reached, the Bureau of Reclamation will impose a solution. And multiple states have already promised to sue. This could trigger a legal battle that lasts decades, possibly reaching the Supreme Court. But the people hit hardest are often the ones with the least power. Many native communities still lack basic water access. Some families haul water from miles away. At the same time, major cities and industries continue consuming massive amounts. For communities relying on dam-generated electricity, the risk is immediate. If Glen Canyon shuts down, energy costs could spike dramatically. Some utilities are already scrambling to build solar alternatives because they know what's coming. The deadline for a new water-sharing agreement is approaching fast. October 1st. If nothing changes by then, the system enters a new phase of uncertainty. Officials are starting to say it openly now. No amount of lawyering can fix this. Because this isn't just policy failure. It's physics, it's math, it's reality. Right now, Lake Powell sits just dozens of feet above crisis level. The margin is shrinking, the inflow is weak, and the system is under more stress than ever before. Everyone is watching Hoover Dam, but the real story is upstream. Because if Glen Canyon stops working, Hoover doesn't matter. And the question is no longer if the system will be tested again, but when it reaches a point it was never designed to survive. If you found this breakdown helpful, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more deep dive content like this. Because the biggest crises in the world don't happen overnight. They build quietly until suddenly they're impossible to ignore.